As a certified health coach, it really surprised me to find out that good nutrition and exercise was not enough. Basically, I started studying nutrition and I enrolled in a nutrition school. It's the largest nutrition school called IIN, or Institute of Integrative Nutrition. And I learned all these amazing things about good nutrition and what nutrition could really do for the body. And I learned that, given half a chance, the body has the ability to heal itself. But the thing is that the one thing that the body can't quite heal itself is with mobility and joint issues. So no matter how much exercise we do or how much healthy food we eat, we just can't get our joints back to the way that they were. And so that was at the point where I was at, with nutrition. I was kind of taken aback a little bit because here I saw how much good nutrition could really do, but then I saw these people who did everything right, who ate well, who exercised, who did everything you could do to do well for your body, and they still had trouble moving. And a lot of them, they come from sports backgrounds where they moved all their life and their moving and mobility was part of their life. And then suddenly they can't do it anymore. And it's just it's kind of shocking for them because it's like, they were doing everything correct, they thought, and then that was kind of where they ended up. So I'm here to tell you that solutions do exist. Because I realized at that moment that in the nutrition world, science really is important. And when I discovered this patented nutraceutical that is actually able to rebuild joint structure and make joints healthy again, I realized that yes, nutrition you can do a lot with, but the things that nutrition can't do, science often has the answer for. And what's great about this nutraceutical too was that it didn't have any side effects. So I saw people who were actually able to get better and still maintain a healthy lifestyle. A lot of people don't want to do pharmaceuticals while they're being healthy because pharmaceuticals have so many side effects. So science does have a side of it that's not pharmaceutical based. And this is part of that. This liquid nutraceutical is part of that science that's not pharmaceutical based, that is good for you. And that solution did exist. And that when I saw that, I was just so happy to know that there are things in this world that can solve the joint issue dilemma that people had, and they did everything else right. So, just based on the science, I'm here to tell you that even if a healthy lifestyle and exercise isn't enough, you can still get results with science. Because what happens in our body is we lose about every 10 years, we lose about 10% of these basic building blocks that make up our connective tissue. And also, a lot of people don't get enough magnesium, and magnesium is necessary to synthesize hyaluronic acid in the bloodstream and the body. And so, if we don't get enough of these components, we start to basically break down. And before this nutraceutical happened, there was no good way of getting it back. You just kind of had to cope with what you had left. No matter how much magnesium you've tried to eat later on in life, if you didn't get it throughout your whole life, you can't rebuild your body through magnesium alone. So the right molecule size and the right ratio of components is so important. And this patented nutraceutical that I'm talking about has that right ratio, has the right components, and it's actually bioidentical to the body. So your body, when you drink it, is actually able to get into your system, and it's actually able to rebuild your connective tissue in a way that just wasn't possible a few short years ago. And so basically, as a health coach, I learned how important food was and how you really could, with a lot of things, really help your body in an amazing way with food. But there was this one area that I saw that people weren't getting results, and that was with their joints. And when I realized that with science, we can now finally do something about our mobility and get our mobility back. It was such an amazing experience for me to realize that, and to help so many people get their mobility back through a science-based approach. So let me know in the comments, do you exercise and eat right and still have joint discomfort? Do you feel like you've done everything correctly and still that's the one thing that you're working on is you just can't seem to get is your joint mobility back the way it used to be when you were younger? Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to hear if that applies to you, because there are solutions out there and I can help you with that. So just let me know in the comments and I'll talk to you next time.